Zeitz Wolf, and this is my journey I'm going to talk about for giving up alcohol for 30 days. And it's um it's been interesting. So I decided I was going to give up alcohol for 30 days, and it's been 30 days, and so this is my check-in. I thought that I was going to be doing lives every single day to talk about my struggles with giving this up. And I don't want to make light of people's addiction to alcohol. And because of that, I decided not to post every day because it wasn't that difficult for me to give it up. I was, drinking wine in the evenings to help me sleep. It was summertime. I would go to restaurants or we'd hang out at a bar or something, have drinks. And so I thought it would be more difficult, kind of wrapping up the summer and all of that kind of stuff. And it actually wasn't that difficult. I think, though, that documenting, it's just coming out and saying this on the internet and saying, hey, I'm doing this for 30 days, it held me accountable because I knew that after at least by day 30, I'd have to report, I goofed up, I made it, all the things. So I'm happy to say that I never gave in. I have been alcohol free the entire time. And there were times where it was like, oh, it was so nice out and people were having drinks and stuff. But I have to say, it saved me money for one thing, because there were times where my husband and I were walking around in the evening after seeing a movie or something. And then it's like, normally we'd probably go have a cocktail or something. And instead, we just kind of walked around and talked and stuff. Way cheaper. Oh my God, way cheaper. Last night we went to a really great vegan Mexican place here in town. And, normally we probably would have had a margarita or something with it. But no, we had a horchata, much cheaper. So saving money was good. Now, I thought that I was going to lose tons of weight. I was like, oh, yeah, you hear you give up alcohol and the pounds just come right off. I didn't find that to happen. So I think part of it was that I was eating sugary things kind of to compensate, like, oh, I'm used to, having something in the evening. I'll have something sweet. I'll have a bowl of ice cream or something, and vegan ice cream. And so then I had to be like, okay, after 1 week, I was like, okay, I have to give up the sugary things. So I did that. And so I was like, okay, I'm not going to have refined sugar. But then I was like, okay, giving up completely on sugar at the same time, that's just bonkers. So I decided I'll just go low on the sugar. And so I did that, and I've been exercising more than zero. Okay. So that's good. Maybe maybe I've replaced fat with muscle. I don't know. Muscle weighs more. That's what I keep telling myself. So I did notice on the scale at one point I had lost some weight, and then I thought, oh, I'll check this morning. Went back right up to the same weight. So I don't know if it's because I've got more hair on my head. It does weigh something. Maybe because I was more clothed. I don't know, but I feel a little bit less weight, but you can see the jowls and all that kind of stuff. So 30 days. So I made it, and I intend to stay alcohol free. I've been reading a lot about how poisonous it is to your body. I didn't realize how bad it was. I mean, I obviously, you're not supposed to like drink too much, but there's cultures that grow that the people from a young age grow up having wine with dinner, and it just is so ingrained in the culture. And what was it, like, probably around the 90s, it was kind of considered like, oh, wine is good for you, with the grapes and all that kind of stuff. Just have grapes. You don't need to have the wine and the alcohol part. And it's kind of eye-opening hearing all about how bad it is for you. I did not realize how bad it is. So that's, I mean, obviously we know that alcohol is bad for you, but I mean, it's poisonous to your body. I did not realize that. Knowing that now, I'm like, is it really worth it? So for now, I'm staying on giving it up. I can, it was not bad. So I mean, I don't know, why I can't keep up with this. Uh but it'll be interesting, like when I go on a cruise, it'll be like Christmas. My sister has the bourbon balls and and the rum balls and all that kind of stuff, the holiday treats, and that's another reason why I'm not giving up sugar. Okay. But here is what I'm going to do for my 30-day challenge next. And I will probably record it tomorrow. So this is 30 days. I gave it up on the 12th of last month and of the alcohol. So here's my plan for the next 30-day challenge for myself. Exercise. Okay, this is something I've been talking about. Like, oh, I gotta get more exercise, blah, blah, blah. All right. Well, I bought one of these watches so that I could look at my steps and and like look at my exercise and stuff. Okay, I can tell you that I have exercise, but this freaking watch does not say that I have exercise. So I don't like the exercise. Like sometimes it'll be like, it looks like you're doing an outdoor walk. Would you like to record this? Yeah. Why aren't you recording it already, Mr. iWatch or whatever you call Apple Watch? So I think what I'm going to do is just go by the steps because that's a lot easier. So if you want to partake in this challenge, and I'll talk about this hopefully tomorrow when I record. Hopefully I'll get to record tomorrow. If you have a Apple Watch or what do they call it? A Fitbit? Are those still around, Fitbits? I was gonna say Seiko watch. I don't think Seiko makes these kind of watches. What is it? Android or any of those other kind of things that track this? Or if you don't have that, a phone can also track your steps. So you might want to just have it on you, like make a little put it in a pocket or a little holster for your phone. Or remember remember back in the 90s, the people with the pagers on the side of their belts? That was just so funny. It was like, oh, I'm getting a call, and it just seemed so important. Like, oh, you have a pager? It was like, yeah, it was so funny. Pagers, oh my god, so funny. Okay. People that are younger have no idea how horrible it used to be that if you were expecting a phone call and you didn't have a pager, because like most people didn't have pagers, like doctors, drug dealers, I mean, like who had a pager? And maybe an actor, but otherwise you had to sit by the phone and wait for a call. So if you're like, oh, I'm expecting this important call, or I might be getting a job or whatever, you would just have to wait around all day long for that call. And then if somebody else wanted to use the phone, then you're like, oh, because not everybody had call waiting. That wasn't a thing for everybody. Like you had to pay extra for that. Yeah, those are the days. Okay. So people that have cell phones, they have no idea how lucky they are. Okay. So tomorrow, I'm going to start a new challenge. 30 days of getting in more steps. So somewhere along the lines, 10,000 steps became the benchmark. Okay, from going like a couple thousand a day to like 10,000. I mean, I know that I can walk that much. It's like, do I have the time? Do I have the dedication to it? All those kind of things, because I work from home now, and I used to like walk to work or walk to a bus and then walk this way. And now I have a car, so I walk less. Everybody wanted me to get a car. But now that I do have one, when I normally would walk all the way to Trader Joe's, it'd be like a 25-minute walk, and I'd walk all the way back with all of my groceries. Now I just drive there. So there you go. I'm getting unhealthy because I have a car. So I got to get in my steps. Okay. So I would love for you to join me. So jumping from like a couple thousand steps a day, and sometimes it's even less, from that to 10,000 is kind of a jump. And so I'm not going to do that right away. I'm going to do the gradual thing. So, okay, First week, 5,000 steps. Next week, 7,000 steps. This is for the whole, wait, a day. Oh, yeah, not a week. Oh, yeah, this is a day. We're talking about a day. Okay. Okay. Back up. First week, 7K steps a day. And if you don't get in the 7K, you got to make it up during the week. Let's just say that. Okay. Then the next week, let's say it's going to be, no, wait. How did I jump to 7K? 5K. 5K. Now that you're nice and confused, you'll have to tune in tomorrow when I figure out what I'm actually doing. All right. First week, 5K. Second week, 7K. The next week will be, let's just say 8K. Let's just jump it up. We're going to say 9K and then we'll say 10K. Okay, so that'll make a month. So should we do it? Maybe that's just too slow. Ramping it up like that, because most people do 10K in a day, and I'm just like being all lazy about this. 5K, 7K, 10. Okay, I think tomorrow I'm gonna come out with a thing where it's like, okay, like at least twice a week you got to do 10K, and then I'll come up with something. I'll make a spreadsheet for it. Okay. So we'll figure this out tomorrow. I'll noodle on this. And if you want to partake in my challenge, whatever that's going to be, it might be between 5K and 10K steps a day. That's not a week, it's a day. I would love for you to participate with me. And you could come on the lives and talk to me. And I'm thinking maybe I'll talk while I'm walking, because this is going to hold me accountable, right? Because I wasn't going to be doing lives when I'm like drinking my tea, like, hey, I'm checking in, not drinking alcohol, drinking my tea. It's only noon. And, it's like, what? Like, I wasn't drinking then anyway. So, like I would be having to like, yeah. So, okay. Yes, this is this is actually some coffee I have left over. Okay. So walking. I'm walking. I'm talking. All right. So, I'm so happy to be back and doing lives. I didn't talk about what else, how I felt different. I feel like maybe I have more energy. Never helps with my sleep. Sleep is going to be another 30-day challenge thing that I do in the future. Let's get some exercise, because I'm thinking if I exercise more, maybe I'll get sleepy. I don't know. Okay. So the alcohol skin, I don't know. Do I look any better? What else is it supposed to do? Stomach. I've been eating less gluten though too, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it. But I have been stomach wise, I've been feeling better. I don't have the bloatiness, but I don't think that was from wine. I think that was from wheat, which I've pretty much given up anyways. And I'm not doing like a 30-day challenge on that. I'm just like, trying to be mindful of it. But man, I am craving some donuts and cinnamon rolls. So we'll see how that goes. Okay. And then oh, you know what I did though? I made this pumpkin oat bake. I kind of made it up. I'd show my it's a plant-based party. You can watch it with my friend Jennifer, and we were talking about making pumpkin oat cookies. And so then I was like, oh, I was starting to make them, and I was like, why don't I just make it as a baked oat thing? And it was delicious. And so I think I'm going to do a cooking show on how to make that, because it was just damn good. And hardly, it had some maple syrup in it, but other than that, it was just like straight up goodness. Straight up. Oh. I don't know why I'm singing that. I'm not really a Paula Abdul fan. I mean, she's okay. I like her dancing. And it was cute when she was like dancing. Wasn't she dancing with a cat or something? It was like some kind of like tomcat or something. Okay. Anywho, so walking. Okay. I was talking about how alcohol. Oh, I think I'm more focused. Hello. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's not proven by this ranting weirdness I've been doing. I've got I'm and you know what? Here's the thing. Okay, I am thinking more clearly, but I think actually I really don't know. But I've gotten a lot done in the last month. So I'm planning an event. I'm going to be speaking at an event. I'm I've designed posters and tote bags and buttons and stickers and all this kind of stuff that I'm going to be hopefully selling if you want to buy it. And then at the event, and yeah, so things are good. Things are really good. If you are struggling with alcohol, I really recommend that you watch the live that I did with Elaine Williams, and because she really did struggle with alcohol and other addictions as well. And I don't want to make light of it at all. So please watch that if you are struggling. And my heart goes out to you. You know, dealing with addiction is just absolutely terrible. And we should all take it very seriously and not have any shame around any kind of addiction. Um, so please watch that if you haven't seen it already. All right, exercise. So tomorrow I'm going to do some kind of recording. See, I'm already okay. I'm committing tomorrow. I don't even know what's on my calendar tomorrow, but I'm committing that I'm going to start my walking thing tomorrow. I will figure out how many steps we got to do. And I would love for you to be part of the challenge as well. So more on that tomorrow. And thank you for tuning in for me on this alcohol free journey. 30 days. I'm here. Still, I didn't give in. All right. Thank you so much. All right. See you tomorrow. Bye.